What is up, Pisces friends? Thank you so much for joining me on my channel today. Welcome to the Intuitive Teacup. Welcome back to all you subscribers, and welcome to all the newbies. So we are going to do a fun little tarot reading for this upcoming Scorpio full moon on May 18th. It's all about what you need to release, what you need to transform. So Scorpionic energy, it's a powerhouse, right? It's powerful. It's death, right? It's the card of death in tarot, but frequently not a literal death, right? It has to do with regeneration, with rebirth, transforming what isn't growing, what isn't serving you. So yeah, there's something about whatever whatever isn't growing, whatever isn't bringing you joy right now in your life. There's a need to transform that energy to make room for new things, right? And I've been noting in the other videos that Scorpio it rules sex, right? Sex and death. So there may be a need to reclaim your power, whether that's sexual power or even just confidence, right? So yeah, we're dealing with Scorpionic energy in this full moon, and Scorpios are a water sign, so they are quite emotional. They have a very deep emotional well. However, they do tend to be a more secretive sign, right? They don't wear that emotion on their sleeve the way that Pisces and Cancers do, right? So yeah, it's going to be an interesting dynamic with this full moon. I think water signs in particular are going to be all up in their feels, so sending you lots of hugs and kisses, Pisces, but let's see what we can get for you. All right, so this is a general message. Not everything that I say is going to resonate with all you beautiful Pisces out there. So please only do take away messages for your best and highest good, and you will know what that is intuitively, right? Tarot is never about forcing anything I say to fit your life. If the cards resonate, if the stories I'm telling resonates, absolutely take it and run with it. Again, for best and highest good. If it's not seeming to fit, drop it like it's hot. You don't need it, right? Check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs for additional messages in those videos. And other than that, have fun with it, right? We'll see what we can get for our Pisces friends. Everything you're going to need to know about this video will be in the description box below, including the decks I'm using, the social media channels, and all that good stuff, all right? So, for Pisces, what can we get for our Piscean friends? What do they need to release during the Scorpio full moon? Sign of Pisces. All right, beautiful. So Pisces, your energy, is the Queen of Cups. I love it. The Queen of Love, and you are a water sign, so that is appropriate. All right, so you had a really lovely monthly message. Check those out, by the way, if you haven't watched them. Yours was all about love and this really beautiful, innocent kind of friendship. So it seems that you are still coming up in that sense. This is the zombie tarot, by the way, which is why the images are so fantastic, but also kind of gross. But zombie, it works for the Scorpio full moon reading, right? Yeah, so Queen of Cups, Cancerian energy, feminine energy, sitting in your power. I'm just getting like a hunger for life. Yeah, it's like you're taking what's in front of you and devouring it, and you want more. Especially if it does have to do with love, some sort of love relationship dynamic. Yeah, there's a need to just want to keep consuming more, like candy, like it's so sweet. And then that's being clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So sometimes the Juggler card, but I don't really get that with this. In fact, this is more of it's like a Cinderella depiction, right? Like she's got her carriage there waiting for her, and the two, quote, pentacles in this are the clocks ticking, right? So this, again, like your monthly spread, may have to do with splitting your time. Do you spend your time, laughing it up with friends, with your romantic partner at the ball, dancing all night, having champagne? Or do you have to settle back in and do, the work, the labor, the stuff you don't like, Cinderella metaphor, right? Doing the dishes, doing the vacuuming. Yeah, a balance between where you put that love, where you put that effort. Yeah, it's like there's two different pockets in your life, and they both deserve your time and your attention. But there's certainly one that you like more than the other, right? And, that seems kind of obvious, right? I think you want, if this isn't you, Pisces, which I do think it is, but if you're dealing with a Cancer, if you're dealing with a, quote, Queen of Cups, someone who is your Queen of Love, male or female, doesn't matter. Yeah, it's like you want to go to them, but there's something pulling you back. And for most of you, it's responsibility, because Pentacles have to do with work. Yeah, it's like there, or it could potentially be your health too. There could be something that's not allowing you to be out late potentially, right? If you have health stuff going on, or anyway, so that's your energy. Good to keep in mind, but ultimately this spread is about what do you need to transform. So let's see what that is. The Hanged Man. Okay, so this is your card, Pisces. Piscean energy, Pisces, or Neptune in Pisces rather. So the Hanged Man talks about delay. It's self-imposed rest to get a different perspective, a different angle, yeah, a different view on the situation, because you are currently stuck. What's interesting is after the Hanged Man goes right into card number 13, which is the card of death and transformation. That's Scorpionic energy. So it does seem like, Pisces, you are on the cusp of, again, ending something that isn't serving you, that's potentially getting in the way of you being with this Queen of Cups. If it's another person or another situation, if it's literally your job that's taking up all your time so that you can't do this, there seems to be some sort of contemplation of, how can I change this up? How can I shake this up so that I want to say, like, live my best life, get the most out of what I want, spend time with the people who I love most. This could be your mother, the Queen of Cups, right? Cancer energy. This could be a family member. There's a split between responsibility or work versus being, I want to say, around the people you love, the people who love you, who comfort you, who make you feel, who, like, sweet as candy. It's just coming to mind. Someone you can relax with, someone you could go on vacation with, you hang out at the beach all day, I don't know, you go to the hair salon with them, you get all dressed up and look pretty for them. And yeah, again, there's something about this, Pisces, you're ready to cut off what isn't serving you. And I do think for a lot of you, it's work, which is very tricky, right? You know, we all have different sense of how much risk we're willing to take. And so, just to be very clear, what needs to be released, it's not saying your work. You don't need to release yourself from work, whether that's quit or be fired, so that you can do this. It's saying you need to get out of Hangman energy, because you're stuck there. You're not doing anything to change the situation. And I'm just getting that the answer's right there in front of you. It's almost like if you were to speak to other people around you, they have a better vantage point on the situation. So if you're not happy at work, talk to coworkers. I mean, the right coworkers, right? Use your discretion there. But if you can change your hours, if you can do 4 days a week instead of 5 days a week, seek solutions ultimately. Yes, 6 of Cups. Yeah. So the happy, happy, joy, joy card, right? Seek solutions that are going to lead you down a new road. That, again, this can sometimes be like if it's not a soulmate, it could be like your child, your family. But ultimately, going back to the root of what makes you happy, frequently it's, someone handing off flowers to a child, but it's symbolic of them. Going back to that childhood, innocent, sweet as candy vibe, you're not feeling that in your current, I think it's work, because it's taking you away from this person or thing that you love. This could also just be something you love, right? If it's a hobby that you're constantly wanting to do. It could be a career, like a side hustle that you want to do, but you're stuck at the 9 to 5 because you need to pay the bills. Whatever this is, it's who or what you love, Queen of Cups, okay? And again, this back and forth dynamic of I want to, but I can't, but I want to, and I can't. You're stuck. You're stuck, Pisces. You got to get out of that. That's what needs to be released. There needs to be a death of this waiting, of literally hanging there, right? And I will say, in this deck, granted it's the zombie tarot, so everything kind of is with a wink. It's a noose he's hanging from, right? It's not that tree branch that he's just kind of wrapped his foot in so that he can rest there for a bit. It's a noose. So I do sense that whatever, literally noose, like it, pardon the pun, but it's like it's a nuisance to you, right? Nuisance. You don't, that just came to me, but you don't want to be there. This is self-imposed rest in the traditional sense, but in a way it's not self-imposed. It's imposed because of society. It's imposed probably because you need the money, because you got to pay the bills. But it's not your true calling. It's not that thing that makes you sing and dance. It's not how you feel when you're with this person or at this side job or literally a location. If you love going to the beach and you want to be there all the time, there's something about that inspires you. If you're an artist, Pisces, you go to the beach and you're inspired to write, you're inspired to paint pictures, whatever. You want that feeling, and you're not able to have it in this opposing dynamic, right? Now, Six of Cups is a Scorpio card, so how appropriate that it's showing up in what needs to be released in the Scorpio moon section. So then what is the advice or guidance here for Scorpio? All right, so both came out in reverse. We'll keep that in mind. So you have the Fool, Aries as well as Aquarian energy, the starting of anew, jumping off the ledge, and knowing that you're going to land on your feet, right? And so here he's visiting a grave, right? So again, the idea of death, putting something to rest, being unafraid of the unknown, of like, if we're going with this metaphor of the grave, the afterlife, being unafraid of what lies ahead after death. And again, Hangman energy transitions into card 13, which is the Death card. There is something about needing to move forward towards it, but because the Fool came out in the reverse, Pisces, you're not doing that. You're not moving. So again, use your discretion. I'm not saying quit your job or quit, or if this is a relationship, right? If you're feeling stuck in a marriage or a relationship, I'm not saying throw it out the window. You know what's best for you, Pisces. We all have free will. But there's something here that needs to be shaken up, because just standing there, or not even standing there, hanging there waiting, it's like you're causing your own death. You are not taking action to change it yourself. And you also have the Three of Hazards, so this is the Three of Pentacles in the traditional meaning. Three of Pentacles talks about team dynamics. And yeah, it is coming out in the reverse, so not being able to build. Again, for most of you, I do think this is relationship oriented, but yeah, it's like you want to move to the next step with this person. Maybe you want to move in with them. Maybe this is a long distance relationship, and your time with them is so minimal, and in that case, all the more precious. That's what this could be too. Six of Cups. It's like the time you spend with them feels like it's more in the past, like you're replaying things in your head because you don't get to see them a lot, or you don't get to do this thing a lot, whatever it is that's bringing you joy. You're not getting to build on it. Again, it's like you're on a treadmill just trying to you're just not getting anywhere, Pisces, is what I'm getting from that. So yeah, there's a need to find a way to build, to keep building that structure up. Three of Pentacles. To build that family, to build that relationship, to, again, get into a new position in this job that allows you more free time, or allows you more money, more vacations to enjoy your leisure time and what you love to do. The Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So the Knight of Pentacles is clarifying these reverse cards, the Fool and the Three of Hazards. So yeah, I mean, I will say with the Fool in reverse, you're not taking risks, right? And you're not building. And Knights always bring movement into our life. I think you want to move forward with something, right? But it's going so slow that it doesn't feel like anything's moving at all, if that's going to land for you. And I will say, right, this is the Tarot de la Nuit, right? It's darker, more gothic images. She's got a sickle in her hand, right? Two things there. Cutting something off that isn't serving you, again, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a job, use your discretion, right? But there's something she wants to, right? And also, the sickle, the idea of death. Death also arrives on a horse, right? With his sickle, right? To transform things, to cut things off that are holding us back, right? That are keeping us in hangman mode. Yeah, it actually kind of came together beautifully. I think in a weird way, this Knight of Pentacles is sort of representing death. You can feel that something needs to come to a close, but it's just inching its way along. It's like slow and steady, but because of the Fool, there is something about this that is, because it's coming up in your guidance, it's like, jump, Pisces, do it. If your intuition tells you that there is a better way, a better route of doing this, you don't need to be so stuck in your head. Take the risk, right? If you feel comfortable with it, if you're willing to deal with the consequences of that risk, whether it's negative or positive, no matter what, it's a learning experience, right? And if it gets you to this Queen of Cups, to whatever happiness and joy that you so badly want to be with or around all the time, is it worth taking the risk? That's up to you, Pisces. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so that's what I got for you guys. I'm going to pull one oracle card from the Witch's Oracle. These are really great cards. So I'm just going to show it to you. If you are interested to learn more about what this card means and what it represents, you're going to have to check out the Instagram account. Clever, right? I gotta build some traffic on the Instagram. So I am the Intuitive Teacup on Instagram. If this was enough for you, fantastic. I'm so happy. I will see you at the end of the month for some more readings on love and career. But let me pull an oracle card and then hop on over on Instagram if you want to see what this card means. So for Pisces, what card can we get to go with this Scorpio Moon Release Tarot reading? What oracle card shall we give to Pisces, please? Oops. All right. Spider. All right. Pretty badass. So Pisces, check out the Instagram. If you're not interested in that, totally cool. I will see you end of the month for love and career readings. Thanks for joining me today. And please, please do like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.